just went to the post office and picked up a special package. It's pretty cool, something that we're really happy about. But how much can I show them, Amanda?
Not much, not much. We can't give away too much. I wonder if they know what it is from that.
I doubt it. We've got some exciting news to share with you.
We are new Camps Australia wide ambassadors.
Whoop, got the shirts to prove it.
Don't they look cool?
The books. Yeah.
We're
pretty exciting.
So excited to be working with Camps Australia wide. You'll be seeing us using all of their products more often because we absolutely love them, and you should be using them too. You can get discount codes and stuff on our website, and we will show you how to use them throughout the next little while of our journey.
Yeah,
We're
exciting. Kiss.
Big steps for us. At Bramwell Station, the old bar area has been turned into a bit of a museum of all the equipment they used in over the times, over the history of the station, and yeah, it's really nice to walk around. There's lots of photos and stuff to check out as well. So it's a nice little activity. We've had an awesome stay here at Bramwell Station, and I think we'll be back on the way down. And this is life on the station. They're doing a cattle herd by the look of it. Don't know where they're going or what they're doing exactly, but we're off to Weipa now. James and Nicole need to get their car fixed, so we're sticking together, heading over to Weipa, and then we'll keep heading north once they're done. This is a bit random. There's traffic lights on a dirt road. They make you stop and then it goes up. Of course they couldn't put it up before you started.
Yeah.
Must be something to do with the Rio Tinto mine that's out here, because it's got all mining signs around and stuff. So yeah. Aria's keeping herself entertained today in the car, in the truck. What are you doing, Aria? Did you just go for a ride, did you?
Now it went back.
What did you ride?
A Suron.
Say again? A Suron?
Yeah, to get to Darwin.
To get to Darwin? Did you make it?
No.
No?
Yeah, petrol now. Ran out of petrol.
I ran out of battery, did it?
No, ran out of petrol.
Suron doesn't have any petrol. Hello. We have arrived in Weipa. James and Nicole have gone to the mechanic and sorted out the vehicle. It's being fixed tomorrow morning, 7 AM drop off. So we've just come to Woolies, did a quick top up of some fresh stuff, bananas, salad, that kind of thing. Stopped in at the bakery, got a loaf of bread and some chippies.
And I'm having chip sandwich.
And we're having, what are we having for lunch?
Chip sandwich for me.
Chip sandwich for Aria, chicken burger for Daniel, and a chip wrap for me, because we didn't want to undo the tape on the door of the van yet, just in case we had to keep going if the van park couldn't fit us in. But we've just been told that we can fit, so we'll finish our lunch and head there for one night to the Weipa Caravan Park, or whatever it's called. I know it's not called Caravan Park. It's not called Weipa Caravan Park. It's called Weipa something else. But yeah, that's where we'll be tonight. The road was beautiful when we were back on the PDR to Weipa. Just graded, so it was absolutely smooth as a baby's bottom. Catch ya. We've just arrived at the Weipa camping grounds, Caravan Park, and we've got more dust in the caravan. More. So there was heaps here, piled in here. There was like a layer on the bench, lounge, and table. There's a massive pile of it in here. You can still see some of it, like, yeah, you can see it's like where it's definitely coming in. So when we covered the hot water system, I'll go around and show you, there's a hole has formed, so it could be still coming in there. And I cleaned all this out yesterday, washed all my containers, so this will be the test. Are these covered? There's a light covering, but not much, not as much, but still some in there, because all that was wiped clean. So dust is still some coming in somewhere. The other thing is, we arrived to our concertina door broken. So the screws, I'm guessing that this is them, these little tiny guys, have snapped. I think they were in there because I found 2 snap screws on the floor, and that's the only thing I can find that is broken that would have screws. Everything else has survived. So each time we arrive somewhere new, something else has kind of happened. Oh yeah, something's not quite right with this microwave, because there's now a nice bend in the frame there and it's cracked. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a crack there. So something's happened with the microwave, so I'm gonna have to, it's like solid as though, like I can't, oh no, it does bounce about it a bit. So that screw up there hasn't really held, don't know, put Loctite or something on them, but that still bounces around a fair bit. I reckon that's what's happened, is it's bounced around and it's caused a friction point there. So that's all bent. Anyway, I haven't checked under here because this is another one that was covered in dust yesterday. It's actually alright, by the look of it. If you have a quick squeeze. That's great. That has got nothing in there in comparison to what I cleaned out yesterday. And down in this one, it's looking pretty good too compared to the clean I did yesterday. Obviously it takes a while to get all the red dust out, but yeah, still annoyed about the door and under the lounge and the other bit, so I'm still going to work on that, but I'll go around and I'll show you what we did with the hot water system. Okay, so the Daniel's put some builder's plastic on and taped it up. You can see massive hole, but compared to what it was, there's still pretty much the same amount of dust in a lot of the caravan, like the main cabin space. So I feel like I'm just gonna have to give up, to be honest, because I have spent a lot of time as it is trying to fix it and I'm not getting anywhere. So I don't know if I just give up and just stop taping things and it just is just as bad as it is now, or whether the tape is actually doing anything, or if the tape's making it worse. I just don't know. I don't know, but I'm kind of getting annoyed. I thought we had a pretty sealed good van, but there's got to be a hole somewhere causing it. Our setup at site number 9. You can see we're unpowered, but we have one of the best views in the park. Everyone's been walking past our site to come out and watch the beautiful sunset out here. Oh my god, oh, look at that. I don't think you can see it, so I'm going to have to switch to the phone and get that for you, but that's epic. What a beautiful sunset. Anyway, if you can, do unpowered here, because sites are huge, we fit really well, and you get the best views. So score for that, we love it.
Sunset's gonna pop, so I've got the camera out. I'll show you what we've got. I've got this sort of composition, so I'm using this grass in the foreground in the white sand, this green grass, and then I've got a little band of sand, and then I've got the nice water which will reflect all the sky colours, and then all this cloud up here I think is going to go And I might do a second composition moving closer to the water and get more reflection of the sky if it really, if the clouds really pop. So we shall see, fingers crossed. Can only be out here and taking them, otherwise you're never going to get them, are you?
Check out the views that we woke up to this morning. The tide was actually higher half an hour ago. But this is outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows out of the possible 8 windows in our caravan. It's pretty good. So something you might not have expected was that pumpkins don't like corrugations. It's like literally hollowed all of the seed out. Just from the corrugations bouncing up and down, we came back to it like that. So I'm trying to decide if I like cut it up and refrigerate it, cut it up and cook it and freeze it, or I don't know yet, but it stinks like pumpkin all through our van. Anyway, I was not expecting a pumpkin not to like corrugations. So I've learnt something today. We're staying a second night at Weipa Caravan Park. We've had to move site, so we're now on unpowered number 5, but we still have water views. I'll show you the views out the door. I'm not sure if you can. That's Daniel out there, sitting there doing some work on the computer in the shade, looking out the water. The tide is out as well, so that probably doesn't help, but that's the water views that we are going to enjoy for the next day and get some work done. And and the other part about this awesome site, number 5, we can sit here where Daniel is, and Aria can play at the playground just there. So we can just keep an eye on her, keep an ear out and do some work in the shade looking out to the water. I like unpowered number 5. Just thought I'd quickly jump over and show you the on-site like restaurant kind of fish and chip takeaway shop at night time. It's beautiful. So they've got all like the lights up, beautiful palm trees. They've got tables and chairs, and it's BYO as well. So you can order the food, fish, chips, burgers, bring your own alcohol, sit there under the beautiful lights when it's dark, or out watching the sunset. Sorry, it's a bit hard to see me, but using the light from them to show you. But yeah, that's nice. We're only like, whoop, trip over something, tree stump. We're only 3 sites down from there. Oh, actually, and the playground's next to it as well. Not sure if you can see that. I might quickly do it in the morning, but playground's next to it as well. So the kids can play while they wait for dinner, and play while they wait for dinner as well, or you can just chill and watch the sunset and the kids can play. It's a good spot, good spot. And that's us done at Weipa for now. Hope you can hear me with the truck engine going. We've just stopped at Woolies for a quick extra barbecue chicken and kale slaw, because that's what we kind of live off when we can for lunch. And topped up fuel, and we're going to head north. Not sure where we're going to get to today. We're going to play it by ear and see how far we can get before we get over it, depending on how bad the corrugations are. But we are aiming, if we can get to at least Bramwell or further, we would like to. So to make up a bit of extra time, but we're sort of leaving on about 10:30 again. We were aiming to leave a bit earlier, but things have taken a bit longer than normal today for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's toilet fuel, water fills, all that stuff that does add up on those extra ones. So anyway, we have heard that the road after Bramwell is just as bad as prior to Bramwell, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong with the van. Hopefully it holds up okay. I might just do another quick walk around, make sure we haven't forgotten anything while I've got a couple of minutes to spare.
Alright, we're about to hit the corrugations on the road up to Bramwell.
Again.
31 kilometres to Bramwell Roadhouse. None of it enjoyable.
Hopefully I'll show you some rattles.
Yeah. tyres are down at 25 psi all around. Oh, sorry, 27. That's pretty low for the big 37s. But it's just, this road's so bad. Thank you very much to Cooktown Shire for not paying their contract to Bramwell to grade the road. So really appreciate that, guys. Thank you.
Sarcasm, in case you didn't get it.
Be sure to tag you in the video. You can see how bad your roads are.
It's gotten to the point where it's even worse further up. It's gotten to the point where it's actually pretty dangerous now if people aren't sensible.
It's dangerous with
It's dangerous, sensible or not, but it's even more dangerous for those that don't drive to the conditions as well, so endangering others. So when we spoke to the Bramwell people, they said they just have not been allowed to start, and if they do start without being allowed to, they won't be covered by insurances and things. So they haven't started, which is fair enough on their behalf, but and not fair enough on the council's side of things. They should have done better. Well, that's good timing. The grader has been grading, and he's on the road ahead. Just heard it over the radio, and it's so much nicer. Hopefully it stays like this or similar over the next little while we're up the top, and then it's nice for the drive back down again. That would be great. Greater. Mum joke, not a dad joke, it was a mum joke. They're always better than dad jokes. Right, Aria?
Why?
Right, that's right, good job, yeah. Anyway, it's nice and smooth. Thank you, mister. What you can see ahead of us here is a fire we can see the smoke anyway. It's really thick black smoke. We have been told on the radio that it is on the old Tilly track between Palm Creek and the main road. Not sure how far that actually spread or anything, but it's pretty thick and large. We've been watching it for a while. We're going to try and send the drone up and see if we can figure out where it's at and have a look at it. Because if it goes all the way up north to where we're thinking of camping, it's not going to be a very enjoyable camp or safe. So we are going to suss it out. At lunch, we're going to stop and have lunch at sorry, I knew that was going to happen. We're going to stop and have lunch at Bramwell Roadhouse. Yeah, I didn't want to try and talk while I was going to bump. For that. So yeah, we'll do that and then we'll suss it out. In at the Bramwell Roadhouse for lunch, so we've just had some chicken and castle wraps and stuff. Stop in at the toilet, and then we're going to keep heading north until we decide to stop. You can camp here if you wish as well, so if you don't want to go any further, you can camp here. It looks really nice, bit of grass and stuff, some shelters and whatever if you want. We'll continue north. Okay, Daniel got sick of driving at about 3:45 maybe. So that was, we left at 10:30, got here at 3:45, so whatever that works out hours wise, kind of got over it, so we just stopped for the night and kind of overlook the valley, I guess. It's a valley? I don't know. No, it's not a valley. What would you call it? You tell me. Overlook the lower area. I don't know. We're on a hill and overlook stuff. It's definitely not a valley because there's no mountains on either side of it. So yeah, we've just both set up with a view. Gonna have a campfire, cook some burgers on the fire tonight, and relax a little before we move on further north again. Good morning. We woke up to beautiful blue skies and views this morning. It's always nice. I just thought I'd quickly jump on and tell you that we are still having a heap of dust in the van everywhere, mainly the door, under the lounge, under the bottom cupboards as usual, but there's always a settlement on all the benches and lounge and stuff as well. So we have decided today, it possibly could get worse, but I'm going to say it's not going to get that worse. So we've tried today, we are changing a couple of things. We are not taping doors and windows. We've kept the fridge vents like taped. We've taped the hot water system again because that's massive holes. So we've kept the vents and that taped, but we've actually tried this little guy. So this is apparently a dust prevention thing, like scoop thing, where you open it up and it becomes this big, like, you know, suction of air comes through and pressurizes the inside of the van. I don't believe it works. We've been told it doesn't work. So we're going to try it, but we've adjusted it a little bit. And we've put some tissues in here as like a little filter. Taped it up so they can't just fall out. Acting like a little filter. So hopefully air still can come through, but the dust is filtered out. That's what we're hoping for. That's the little bit of a plan today. So not taping windows like we have been, and not taping the door, because honestly, taping the door, we're still ending up with masses amount in. So it's clearly not doing anything. So we thought we'd try this. If we end up the same, tomorrow I'll probably just try closing that thing again and just not taping and see if that works. But we're pretty much doing a trial and error because it can't really get much worse. Dust is on everything anyway, so I'm kind of vacuuming and wiping most things every day anyway, so surely it can't get much worse than that. Anyway, we're going to move on to Elliott Falls, Twin Falls, Fruitbat Falls, one of them falls, where we can get a camp along there, which is not too far down the road today, and we're ready to go. Look forward to it. Let's do it.